Good morning. It's MorningStar. Need some water. Energy's moving. My hands are heating up. There's a message coming through today. I need a little bit more water. Tapping into God's Source energy and the great I am. Deep into Middle Mother Gaia Earth. Grandmother, the tribal women are here. Just take some deep breaths as you come on. And whether you watch this now or later, the energy is still the same. I'm just still settling into the energies. There's a message coming through this morning. And as I was getting ready, White Wolf was like, what are you going to talk about? And I'm like, I have to hold it and resonate with it until I'm able to give it out. So bear with. Let's just do some breathing. Different council members are coming forward. Grandmother, the tribal council. We've got some galactic council that have already showed up on deck. Please share this out. Just breathing and waiting. I'm shaking. Just still settling into the energies. It's like I just saw water being pushed back, and we have this sacred space right now. I'm still getting the downloads. Just breathe with me. Just breathe. There's like star energy coming in right here. A blue energy of this color going around. Oh, here comes the light. When the downloads come at times, if you could see, my whole body is reacting and jerking, and my feet are going like this from the energies that are coming in. Oh, it's a lot for the human DNA to take in. There we go. Oh, wow. Let us hear what Spirit's going to say. My African friend is here. And welcome. Thank you so much for coming on. It's turbulent times, isn't it? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Atea poshote ti chikate ana, atea poshote ti ana, ataya poshote ti atata. Oreteata toto boshateata atea oshate ata ahu ho 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 ho. Ah, I speak blessings over your life now. May the peace of God's source energy flow, flood, invigorate, vibrate within the essence of your innermost being. May the star seed within you light up. Some downloads are coming right now. Ha! Still, the energy is still coming in. Light, light. We're going higher. There's a higher, we're going into a higher realm. You are all known here in this higher realm. Where you are your most authentic God source energy of the great I am. Thank you so much for coming on and watching this. So, in these times, I have not been on Facebook. I have been in Facebook withdrawal the last 2 weeks. Just really going through my own self, just through change. Oh, there's the most beautiful indigo dragonfly buzzing right now. That's gorgeous. Sorry, still I'm scattered a bit. There we go. Help. There comes some galactic. Yes, help. Alexa, next. There is a time and a rhythm for all things. My time and rhythm is different. It seems I am woken up at 1 and 3:30 in the morning. I go to bed super early. But there's something very magical and quiet in that early hours, that early time, that it's quiet. And I was talking to White Wolf about that over coffee this morning, and I'm like, I think it's because most everyone, at least in the United States and on this, whether it's Canada or we're asleep, everyone's asleep. So the energy has calmed down, and the veil is thin. The veil is thin. There's activity here. It's okay. It's all right. Life goes on. But to quiet your heart and your spirit down into the knowingness that you are God's source energy here on this time plane, that the spark of the divine is inside each and every one of us. When I used to look at a mirror years ago, my eyes were a bit darker. But now when I look, some days they're so bright, so bright. The changing and the renewal every night of our DNA. The message is still coming in. It's still it's still cooking, and the coffee is still percolating on the stove. So there have been some interesting things, and I'm going to just go ahead and go there. So when we sleep at night, I wake up. I'm going to hold on to this one while I'm talking. I wake up exhausted, and I was like, why? Why am I waking up exhausted? And it's because we're traveling in our spirits. We are going and we're doing things maybe off planet and other universes and other time planes. And I don't know about you, but I catch, the butterfly goes by, or, we have a tangier bird down here that's a beautiful tangerine color. So different birds catch my eye. But anyway, we go off planet, or we might be across the world in China doing some things. And so I'm going to share something that happened this past week. I was in that dream state of coming awake. And I was standing in a bar. And the whole bar was filled with children that were like, I don't know, like 9, 10, 11 on down. And they were all naked. They had their heads bowed. They were trying to cover and protect themselves. So because of the sex trafficking and everything with our babies that are across the face of the earth, that's what I woke up to one day this week. And they were scared, they were all trembling, they were trying to cover their bodies and their heads were bowed. And I stood there and I said, it's okay. I got you. Let's go. And then the picture ended. The dream, the view ended. That's a pretty powerful imagery, isn't it? As being an adult female that has suffered sexual abuse before the age of 5, and by other family members when I was growing up. So I know what that's like to be vulnerable. I know what it's like to be scared, to be alone in your bed, and to have someone come in, lift the covers. You are shut down when that happens. You could scream for help, but it's as if you know that something bad is going to happen, so you don't want to draw attention, and you might just lay there and pray, God, I want it to stop. Please just stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. So now at my age and being woken to know that I was in a bar. I mean, it was a bar. I mean, it was just, it stank like, it was like, old bars smell when you go in there. It's just kind of like, the stink of, liquor and cigarettes. And there's all these beautiful babies with their heads bowed, ashamed, and covering their bodies, and so afraid. And they were all shoulder to shoulder, guys. The whole room was full. And I just took a glance around the room, and I said, it's okay. It's okay. Let's go. I got you. Let's go. And then that takes me to the next thing that God Source Energy has been talking to me about, to talk to you all about. So in my healing over the years, I would go to what I thought at the time was heaven, and I would walk the halls of heaven. I'm thinking now it was probably the Pleiades or someplace off planet. But at that time, I thought I was walking in the halls of heaven. Maybe I was. Tall, beautiful, incredibly tall, almost cathedral-like hallways. And so there's this room there that it is, guys, it's padded. And you can believe me or not, but there are star seeds, there are children, people, when I say children now, I'm talking about every age, that it's like when we are so disturbed by what we're seeing in our own lives and in the world, and we can't make the changes. It's not happening fast enough. I don't know how to change who I am inside. I don't know how to get past me. I don't know how to get past me. And this is a tough one this morning, and I apologize. I'm sorry. Well, the laughter comes, and maybe the laughter will come by the end of this, and this is a tough one. But there is a room where seeds, star seeds, we can go into, and they're screaming. Oh, they're screaming. And there's still life going on out in the hallway. There's still activity. It's peaceful and loving, but it's like a sacred room that we go into. And I was like, and I'd find myself in that room at times, and I knew there were others in there, and it's just like beating on the walls of this room. I can leave anytime I wanted to. It's okay to scream. It's okay to be so outside of yourself that nothing is recognizable, as we are changing and transforming so quickly as the timelines are fading and collapsing, and we're getting new timelines. It's okay to want to scream. It is okay. It is okay. So, this morning, I got up early. And I was like, I'm out of fucking cigarettes. And I'm like, so I get my car, and I'm like, I go one way, and I don't know, it's 2:34, and I'm like, oh dang man, this gas station is closed. So I turn around and go the opposite direction. So I go there, and as I'm driving to the gas station, I'm like, oh, I'm alone in my car. Some stuff is irritating me. So I just I am holding on the steering wheel. I am safe, but it was just, I let out this blood curdling. I just screamed as hard as I could in my car. It was just like letting out this angst, letting out this frustration, letting out all of this stuff, right? And it's like, at times you might live in an apartment. You might live so close to neighbors that if they hear you scream, they'd call the cops. But it's like in your car, on the road, you can do it, right? And you can do it, and you can let it out. Sometimes we just need to let it out. And I think when that happens, now I can set this down, and I think that when that happens, when we are at the wall, right? We're at the wall of going, we've hit the wall. We can't go beyond. We can't go beyond. We're hitting the wall. How do we get past this goddamn wall? How do I change my life? How do I believe for fresh and anew? How? So as we scream it out and we let it go, and I don't care if you journal, I don't care if you're hitting a pillow, putting on music and dancing, just getting out, getting the energy moving, getting stuck energy flowing, right? And as that happens and we let it out, then what happens? Then the light comes in and fills up so quickly. It fills up so quickly. White Wolf, may I have the mirrored candle holder? The mirrored candle holder, thank you. And the light comes in and it fills up so quickly. And I don't know if you can even tell, but since the beginning of this, it's like there's already been a clearing. There's some more brightness in my eyes. There's some more brightness in my spirit. It happens. It changes your life. Deal with your shit. Deal with the stuff. Don't be afraid. These wall experiences don't last forever, guys, okay? And don't be surprised and amazed when they do happen. And don't think that, oh, I must be doing something wrong. I'm meditating. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm breathing. I am trying to stay in the I am presence. I am a great manifester of my life and my dreams. And I can create universes with my words. I have that much power. I am the light I am. I am the light I am. So as we grow and we go up new levels, we hit walls, right? We hit these walls. What happens when we hit those walls? We're letting go of stuff. We're letting go of ego because we have no idea how much ego is infiltrated into every aspect and deep level within our innermost being. I could sit there and I'll say, they'll show me the signs, pictures of the future, and I'll be like, oh, that's so cool. But they only give me glimpses of it. And, sometimes I'm resonating in something, a little bit longer. And then one day they showed me that I entered the stage and there were like hundreds of people in the audience. And I entered the stage on a donkey, whatever, i.e. Jesus, backwards. On this ass. I entered the stage backwards. Did I arrive right on time of where I need to be? Yep. But I was on backwards. You know why? Because if I was on frontwards, the little secretive ego, the little secretive energy that has not yet come to the light is going to be like, ooh, I can make that happen. Ooh, I'm a Leo. I can make a lot of stuff happen. I can do all kinds of stuff, right? When I'm in my high and when I'm in my flow, yeah, I can make things happen. I can speak blessings over my life, and I can do that stuff. But there is, please be as wise as serpents and innocent as doves. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And it comes to the bottom line that God's first energy always takes you to the wall. Because at the end of the day, it's a hands off. It's a hands off. It's a hands off. It's breathing and learning to be okay on the other side of those screams. And one day, back up to the room where it's like sorry guys, it's a padded room, and you can scream all you want to. Life is normal. Everything's going on. People are laughing on the outside of this room, and it's okay. It's like it's no big deal. It's like, yeah, they're in there. It's okay. They're in there. We're losing our shit. It's okay. We're in that room. It's okay. Life's still going on. It's all right. It's nothing to be like about. So if you find yourself in that room, it's okay. You're not going to be there forever. You can come and go as you need to. It's all right. Another day, I was just kind of, I was like, I was sitting, you know how when you sit up against the wall and your knees are up against your chest, and I was crying, and I was so done. And it was like, I didn't even want to be in that room, but I was like, kind of just sitting there. I don't know what help. Why am I telling this story? I guess it's just learning to know that, learning to be okay with all the facets of who I am and all the facets, whether we're losing our shit or whether we just won the Powerball, that we're okay, that everything is great, that everything is okay and will always be okay. It will. It will. They have put us down here. We chose, right, at the beginning of time, we chose to come down here. We knew what was going to happen. My higher self saw the full layout, right, of my lifetime. Knew I was going to be abused, sexually abused before the age of 5. Knew I was going to have an alcoholic, abusive of a father. On the other, back there, I was like, yeah, I signed up for this shit. Because my higher self knew that it wasn't going to last. And those things happened for a reason. If it's just to learn to have compassion for myself. I used to be in church world, and you would talk to people, and I had a lot of different things happen in my life compared to somebody that's been raised in a church, and they really didn't in church life where, there was almost like they had a Pollyanna kind of life. Nothing really horrible happened to them. So they didn't quite really know what to do with me, right? So it was almost like, so one day I was talking to Spirit about it, and I was just like, why the fuck did I have to go through all this shit? And why are some of these people over here, they have these Pollyanna lives? And it was because God's source energy have placed people in my path that when they start to talk about their past and they start to talk about their abuse, I know what they're talking about. I know. And they know when they're sharing a story with someone, they can look in your eye and it's almost like they can see that pain that you went through and there's the residue, there's the resonance, maybe it's more of a knowingness that you know what you're talking about. And they can trust their heart with you because you've been there in the pain, you've been there in the screaming, you've been there in the horrific. You made it through. You made it to the other side. So just maybe they can trust you with their story, their precious, precious, precious story. Because it's like their hearts. It's like their hearts are in their hands. And they're like, do you see me? Do you see my pain? Do you see what I went through? Can you help me? Can you help me love me again? Can you help me be okay with me? I went through this stuff. Can you help me? How can we not? How can we not? I chose to go through it for a reason. It didn't last. I now am the adult, and I allow everything to come into my life. I do. If someone's toxic in my life, you're going to get the fuck out of my life. That's all there is to it. I can open up the door and say, get the fuck out. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. That's how much power we have and control in our life. If you're in a marriage where you're being abused, seek help. If you are in a partnership where you are in a narcissistic and it's killing you, they're killing you. They're sucking the air out of you. Please get help. Reach out. Get some help. You don't have to live your life like that. You don't. It's like the words of this song just now. Just to know you. To fall in love again with ourselves. To fall in love. And you can just breathe right now. Let's just go into a meditation. Just breathe. Feel the love. There's some hearts healing right now.
In my heart, at this time, in this place.
Just let your heart heal. If you need this today, it's okay. Just breathe. Allow them to work on your behalf. Allow them to go in. Shine it up. Blow on it. Breathe on it for healing. There's some energy coming in, golden light energy right now. Be healed. Be healed. I'm holding space. Just breathe in. Just breathe in. I just saw beautiful violet blue energy come through. Energy, healing energy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for allowing me to come on here this morning. And you've stuck with me through the process. May your heart be healed. May your heart be whole. We're here to help you. If I could hug each and every one of you, let you know how beautiful you are, how special you are, and how honored hearts melting all over the world to become one with the divine, become one. Mother Mary energy is right now, is here. Saint Germain is here. Archangel Michael is right here. There's such healing, such healing. I love you all so much. Take some time today for yourself. Love on yourself. And if no one else can hug you, hug yourself. It's okay. Hug yourself. MorningStar, I love you so much. We've come so far to be here now. You've gone through so much, baby girl. I love you. 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 It's gonna be okay.